Alrighty, we are here live in person with Nico Moreno. Nico Moreno actually has a really cool story. We're going to learn about a little bit his one-time offer that actually made him more money than what he spent while doing Facebook ads. So just a little bit about Moreno. I'm going to pull up some notes just so that we can see. So Nico Moreno is from Santa Barbara, California. He loves hiking, lifting weights, and going to the beach. He also lived and volunteered in Japan for 3 months last spring. Coming into the online marketing, he organically, it was just a way for him to make more money and free himself from the 9-to-5 job, but it ended up actually being something that he was super interested in anyways. So Moreno, Nico, go ahead and give just a shout out to everybody, say hey. And then I just want to hear a little bit about you, about your business, what you like to do, and then we'll go more into the details for the one-time offer.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, thanks a lot, Tucker, for having me on here. It was really great to connect. And I think we actually connected in the Facebook ads group, right? First?
Yeah. Yep.
I feel like we're in a couple groups together. But yeah, so just a little bit about my background. First off, yeah, so my name is Nico Moreno, and I started out, like my first stint in online marketing was really just to free myself, like you said, from the 9-to-5. I used to work at a couple like software startups, and they were like cool and everything, I guess, but just, I don't know, it really was not fulfilling. It was just not something that I really saw myself doing for very long. And yeah, so I actually, you know, I mean, like, it's hard to remember exactly how I got into it, but it was kind of just like searching online, like how do I, you know, like how do I make money online? Like it was kind of the basic, like, yeah, just really curious and like trying to look for ways to like start my own business on the side and just like eventually not have to work for anyone else. So the first one the first like course that I ever found was like it was this course on how to like market and sell your own Kindle ebooks, even if you don't like know how to write ebooks or anything like that. Because I wasn't like a writer or anything like that. I didn't really have a particular interest in writing or publishing books or anything, but the course was actually centered on like making money doing that, and like you can like, and how to like outsource the actual like writing process to other people.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. It's actually a really, really valuable course, and it was only $47, but learned a ton from that. And yeah, so I started making my first couple $100 online with that course, and then eventually scaled it up to the max that I ever really got to was like a little over 1,000 a month. And with that, and then at that point, I was just like so confident that I was like, you know what, I'm just going to quit my job. And that was about a little over a year ago. Even though I didn't really have like, not all of my expenses were covered with that, but like, I don't know, I was just feeling good about it. And I was like, you know, got to take this leap of faith. And I had savings and stuff. So yeah, so had the Kindle books going pretty much on autopilot, which was really awesome. They're still going today, which is cool. That's really the thing that I love about online marketing.
That's cool. So quick question. I just remembered the reason we actually connected was because I saw you had a case study, and it was for a client that you had. Now you're a funnel marketing specialist, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So after that whole thing, I kind of got more interested in like copywriting and email marketing specifically, and so that was kind of where I started out. And I built, yeah. So I have a case study for one of my clients where I made her $552,000 in 2 weeks with a single email sequence.
Shut up.
And yeah, so that was like a really, really big win for me. That was before I really started like getting into funnels. I was just doing like straight copywriting. Right around that time I started, or right after that, I guess, I started getting into like doing full-on funnels. But yeah, that was my first like really, really big win. So that was really awesome. And that result is kind of what I based like, you know, my own products and my own funnels around, because it's an impressive result. So
So no, that's awesome. No, like when I first saw that, that's why I actually reached out to you, because within 2 weeks, obviously those are huge numbers. So what was she selling?
yeah, so she was selling an online course on, it was like on like pretty much every type of social media marketing. Like I think she covered like Facebook, Snapchat, like Twitter, Instagram, like really everything. It was just like a full on like social media online course for like small businesses and entrepreneurs. And yeah, so her course was, I think it was $600. So it was like a relatively high ticket item. But yeah, that did really, really well for her.
Did she have an email list before? Like, did she have some kind of following, or did she just want you to go and do the ads and do the funnels?
Yeah, so she had a following already. She had an established business,
Gotcha.
and that was not her first course launch. Also, she had launched one before. She launched I think just a Facebook ads course, but she has now like scaled her business up to the point where like she just didn't have time to like write the copy or anything like that. She didn't want to do that, so she hired me to do that for her.
Cool. No, that's sick. I remember that's the reason why. That is so cool. And really,
Yeah.
again, I do appreciate you actually taking your time to give all this information and just show everyone
Totally.
what you have done, but also what they can do, and most importantly. So I want to go into just the notes again. So you spent $121 to make $329 with only your one-time offer. So later on, I'm going to actually show and do a screen share so that everyone can see, walk through the funnel. But let me just go over the notes real quick. So ebooks. Yeah, okay, so now just explain your funnel. So you, like the targeting, I wanna go over a little bit. I wanna go over like how much you spent, what kind of ads you were doing, what your offer was so that people could see that. And then I'm going to go into it later, show everyone and walk through the funnel so that they can see the one-time offer. So let's start first with the customer research. How did you know that people wanted this thing?
Sure. Yeah. So I would say how okay, well, it started out very organically. It was kind of just like promoting out to my own email list saying like, hey guys, like I got this really awesome result for my client. Because when I had, when I was just doing straight copywriting, my list was basically just people who were interested in copywriting or, also like potential clients and stuff like that. So I was kind of just like, hey guys, like look at what I did for my client. Like, yeah, that was pretty much it. There was like nothing really behind it. But then I started, people really started to like notice. They were like, wow, that's a pretty awesome result. And so I knew that there was something there. But as far as getting the actual headline down and really solidifying that like that offer was something like interesting and that resonated with people was actually within like the Facebook ads for entrepreneurs group. Just like sharing it with the community and asking for feedback and like getting like those little tweaks. And yeah, just really like following kind of, I think it was like Dan's model for like getting a really killer like webinar headline. It's basically like doing like that, doing some awesome result like without something that people hate doing. So like more or less followed that. And then from there, I had actually already created like my Tripwire product, and it was related to, I mean, it was literally the exact same email sequence that I talked about that the headline was referring to. So I was just like, hey, it makes perfect sense to kind of like tie those two together.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you basically just did your customer research from the beginning. You were able to find out just what people were looking for, but also it's really super important that you actually did that because a lot of people, they just, they go and create products and then they're like struggling and then people either, three things happen. Either one, people don't know about the product. Two, they don't want the product. Or three, they just don't know about it. It's not there, but I knew there was another one, so we're gonna come back to that later, I'm sure, but it doesn't matter. But the point of the matter is, a lot of people, they just don't know why their products don't sell. So that's super cool that you were able to pinpoint that. So
yeah, and actually, I just thought of one more thing that's I think is going to be really helpful.
Oh yeah, no, get it.
Yeah, so I had mentioned I already had my Tripwire product created. I'd already gotten like a couple sales. Just through like sticking it in my autoresponder and like a couple people like, you know, had just purchased it that way. And so I actually went to the people who bought it and I asked them like for testimonials and like their feedback on it. And literally I just like stole their words. Like one of the people said like, oh, like I didn't know how to, yeah, right. Basically they were like, well, I knew that I sucked at copywriting and like I wanted to figure out how to get my list converting. And so like basically what I did, like I think it's on the landing page. It might be on the landing page or either the OTO page or something. But it's like, do you suck at copywriting and you want to get your list converting? Like, boom, get my product.
Right.
So a lot of the customer research was kind of done just based on like testimonials. So
cool.
Or based on like what people got out of it.
Yeah, that is great. I actually have a method that I have only shared with a few people, and it's called the I'm confused method, so like the ICM. But what a lot of times people again forget the customer research, right? So what I actually do is I go inside Facebook groups and whatever niche it is, it doesn't matter. I spent $212 on Facebook ads and then generated the childcare client that I had $3,300 in monthly revenue, and it's because of exactly what you just did. So nice. I say, hey, childcare. I did it actually to both parents, like childcare groups in Facebook, and then I actually did the same thing for childcare providers. I got the childcare providers responses here, and then I got parents responses, and I meshed them together. So basically, it goes, you know, hey, let's just say childcare providers. Hey, childcare providers. ... You know, when it comes to, I'm a little confused about something, ... again. When it comes to blank, so whatever the niche is, what are your main and biggest struggles are in this industry? Period. I'm doing some due diligence for a friend of mine because he was one of my clients. So then I seriously got like a whole novel worth of responses, and all I did was take that, put it right inside the ad copy, the landing page, everything, and that's why it works so well. So
exactly.
That is sweet.
Yeah, I mean, being coming from a copywriting background, like that's literally the best way to do it. Is just to like get your customers and your prospects to like write your copy for you because they'll tell you what they need.
No, exactly. That's so. So okay, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Now we're going to go into. I want to see the funnel, and I want to see. So we're gonna screen share here real quick.
Sure. Oh, did I send you the ad, by the way? Did you ask for that?
No.
Sorry if you did.
Maybe you can send that, but can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go up to here. So first we see, now this is a killer. I love just how simple it is. It's very engaging, very eye-catching with the orange. This is actually my brand's color, so like the darks, kind of like that dark grayish, and then the oranges, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
So we've got how I made my client $552K in 2 weeks with a single email sequence. So obviously you're going to a webinar. So you got this free secrets, how to plan your first 5-figure email sequence in 30 minutes, how 99% of entrepreneurs write their emails backwards, 3 proven psychology triggers that get us screaming yes. So are these all from, like, is this what you basically just copied from your customers and then just put it on the front?
Let's see here. So let's see here. Secret number 1, that was like a strategy basically that I had gotten from polling my audience and asking them about like what their basically like what their struggles were with like email sequences in general. And they're like, oh, it's just like, it takes forever and like, I don't even know how to plan it. And like, it's just like overwhelming. So basically I was like, hey, it was kind of like breaking down their belief, saying like, it doesn't actually take that long to plan an email sequence. In fact, you can do it in 30 minutes.
Gotcha.
So that was secret number 1. Secret number 2, I just have a personal method that I use where like I start with the call to action, like the end of the email. And most people like intuitively would start at the beginning. So that's just kind of in there to like build curiosity.
Okay.
The backwards thing. And then 3 proven psychology triggers that get us screaming yes. For whatever reason, people really love knowing that things within the marketing world, something that I've noticed is that people really love things that are like backed by psychology. So I just kind of like threw that in there too. And let's see, they also like hidden cue, like the word hidden, the word like cues, and the word subconscious, like those are all terms that are like really, really powerful and like build curiosity too. So I just like handpicked those words.
No, that's sweet. You're creating psychology triggers with psychology triggers.
Indeed, I know, it's so meta, right?
Cool. And then you got the two, this is important, you got the two call to actions, top and bottom. And then you've got the countdown, which is also very important because I've just noticed whenever I put a countdown on, it's spot on, and options actually increase. And then that's interesting how you you have your logo on the bottom. That's actually really cool. I've never seen that.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I can't remember like if I did that like intentionally or if I just kind of like stuck it down there, but yeah, it doesn't seem to. Yeah, I think I get like, I don't know, like between 45 and 49% conversion rate on this. So like I don't know. I haven't changed anything yet.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I really like that. So I'm now going to go through the funnel.
Cool.
Okay, cool. The normal.
Hey, my name is Nico Moreno.
Quick question, how long is the video?
The video is about 6 minutes, maybe between 5 and 6. So it's like, yeah.
Cool.
Nice
so
little video.
I'm going to play a little bit of it just so that people can see.
Congratulations on successfully registering for my free webinar, How I Made My Client $552K in 2 weeks with a single email sequence, and how you can steal these exact same strategies to get your list converting today. But the reality is you're not quite finished yet. Now, you made a really smart decision by registering today, and here's why. You grabbed a spot in my free webinar because you want to get more sales, profit from email marketing, and get your list converting today. And that's exactly what my free webinar is going to help you do. But let me ask you a question. What if you could take it to the next level and actually come prepared with a copy of the exact 552K?
Boom. That's solid. I love, here's a couple things that I like about this. First of all, what was your mindset behind just having this simple video sales letter and like 2 buttons basically?
Yeah, so the mindset, I guess the mindset behind that was, honestly, it was just because I saw Dan Henry do a similar thing with that, that exact same template. That's one of the templates like within ClickFunnels, as I'm sure you've seen. So I picked that one to just kind of keep it simple and clean. And yeah, so that's kind of why I went with that style. As for the buttons, yeah, I really like having the shopping. When they're about to buy something, I like having like the shopping cart there just because it kind of like signifies like intent. It's like they know that, if they click there, basically they're saying like, yes, I want to like purchase this.
Cool. Okay.
And then, yeah, the no link. I don't know. I just kind of like, it's really supposed to be like, basically, the idea here and why I think the OTO like is performing so well is because it's literally like the same thing. Like they just told me that they wanted to watch a webinar on this 552K email sequence, and now they can get it, the exact same one. So like I think that's why it's performing well. And so the copy on the no link is kind of just like, yeah, like I actually, like even though I just told you that I want to come to this webinar, I don't want to come prepared with that same email sequence. So I don't know.
No,
that's performing well though.
Quick question. I forgot, and I'm going to bring it back up. Give me a little bit behind the background of the targeting. So what kind of were you targeting?
Sure. So I started out with targeting, let's see. So I did, some split testing, but I was targeting 25 to 35 and 35 to 45, both male and female, and started out targeting competitors such as Amy Porterfield was one split test, which actually, for whatever reason, didn't perform well for me. I know, I was kind of surprised about that, but didn't perform very well. John Loomer, let's see here. I actually have my ads manager pulled up. Oh, Ryan Deese or Dice.
Oh, Dice, yeah, cool.
Yeah, so that one did well. And then Female Entrepreneur Association did well. And those are the only 4 that I had tested. It's only been like a week. So those are the only 4 that I've done, and they've, yeah.
Can I offer a suggestion, and then I can actually follow up with
Totally.
you and see how it works?
Yeah.
Target Onyx Singal.
Onyx Singal. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Let me take notes here.
Yeah, do that because he's an incredible. He's been building products since the beginning, but basically Onyx Singal is very email list oriented. Like most of his products are just based on email lists. Try him, and then also try Jimmy Kim. He's an Asian dude.
Okay. Oh, I think I've heard of him.
Yeah,
Wait.
they both very. They're both very heavily engaged and just involved with email. So. Just a quick note, let me know how that goes, but let's just do, so obviously here is this, we've got that.
Yeah, so there's the short little order form there.
Cool, and then you got like little things right here, and then you got that, so that's pretty cool. And then click no. So then, sweet, so now. And then you got the times here, that's pretty cool. And all this is inside ClickFunnels, so that's sweet. And then click inside.
And then there's like, join my group, yo.
Join my group.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Cool. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was going to say I pulled up the ad if you wanted me to. Did you want me to send that over to you?
Oh, let's do it. Yeah, send it to me in Facebook Messenger.
Okay, we'll do. Let's see.
Where do I go? Oh, wow, you got the whole suite. Look at that. You were just value bombing everyone. Look at this. So, hey, entrepreneur, tired of feeling slimy and salesy? What if I could sell something, or what if you could sell without selling? I'm Nico Moreno, and I made my client $552K in 2 weeks using simple psychology tactics that actually work. Join my free training webinar, and I'll show you how. Here's what you will learn on this free training webinar. The proven marketing psychology triggers that get a screaming yes, selling without selling, how to plan a powerhouse email sequence in under 30 minutes, and how 99% of entrepreneurs write their emails backwards, and how to avoid that mistake for good. If you want to sell without selling, join my free training webinar now at convertteeth.org. See you there. That is awesome.
Yeah, and like the thing is, I didn't even. So I launched this at Funnel Hacking Live, and I didn't even like. I mean, I tried to follow the the basic like, the basic like copy strategy for like an ad like that, but like I didn't even put like I'm not even like super happy with the actual ad copy. Like I still think there's a lot of room for improvement, but it's performing like pretty well so far. So that's good. Yeah,
well, okay, so a lot of people haven't even reached the step that you're at, or they're, if you can get highly targeted leads from Facebook for free, not only free, but actually profit from them as well, you're never going to have to spend a dime on Facebook advertising. You're getting highly targeted people that Facebook knows exactly what they do on a regular basis inside of Facebook. That is incredible on how that actually works. And they just you keep helping people, you keep nurturing them, giving them everything, showing that you're legit and that you're awesome and that you really did do this with other case studies and whatnot, and just help them solve their problems, whether it's now or whether it's later, they're gonna buy.
Yeah, I know. So it's really been awesome, and like, yeah, just really stoked that it's already producing results. And I think you actually, didn't you send me a screenshot where like you were targeted by one of them or something?
Yeah. So you sent me, I signed up, and then I actually was retargeted by your ads. Hey, super cool. And I just thought it was funny because your ad was here, and then you actually posted. So that's why I sent it, was because you were like, right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you know someone who's, yeah.
Hey. Cool. Well, Nico, before we jet, my wife just got home, so I'm gonna go give her a big smooch and a hug and a kiss. Tell the audience, whoever's watching this now, just one simple piece of advice that you have, and what they should start doing right now after they watch this video.
Okay, if I can give you one piece of advice, it is to just get your stuff out there. Just like launch it, even if you don't think that it's ready. Even if you don't have a webinar, you know, like for me, literally, like I didn't have a webinar planned or anything, but I got this webinar funnel out because, you know, the stuff, like the landing page was set up and like my OTO was there, but I kept like, I had this fear like holding me back because I didn't feel confident about the actual webinar. So I just like didn't want to launch the funnel. But look, it's like in 1 week, like I've already made like a couple $100 in profit and I'm getting like all these targeted leads. So yeah, I would just say, even if you are afraid, it's like okay to be afraid, but just launch it anyway. And like, even if it doesn't work out, like you'll get feedback. And if it does work out, then you'll make money.
Cool. Oh man, that's cool. I appreciate that. And also,
Yeah.
I like the phrase, publishing makes perfect. So just always start throwing stuff out there. Just whatever it is, whether it's crappy content or the best content, throw stuff out there, show people who you are. We're in the 21st century, guys. Like, start putting stuff out there. Millions of people will see it, and you will attract those types of people that you want inside your business. So, Nico, where can people find you the best way and the most convenient way possible?
Yeah, honestly, the best way is to just find me on Facebook. You can just search me, Nico Moreno, or I also have a free Facebook group for entrepreneurs called Entrepreneurs Unite. So you can also
I think we heard that actually. So people.
Yeah, you saw that on there.
Cool. Alrighty, Nico. Thank you very much for your help, for your time, for just
thanks a lot, Tucker.
crushing out results for everyone else to see. So I salute you, and we'll see you later.
All right, sounds good, Tucker. Thanks a lot.